All smiled. Look at him. Mr. John, Mr. Lee called him, and he looked up. We all do this presentation after you find a partner. And please, do invite us to your wedding, he said, and stood up. All his clients would stand up and shook his head with him. They all left Jungkook alone with his siblings. As the room was empty, he turned to them and glared at them angrily. Hyun, I swear I didn't do anything. It was Jimin's plan, Job said, and Jimin turned to Jaeho. You liar. Jungkook, listen. I'm innocent. He's putting all blame on me. Jungkook defeated himself. Oh, shut up, you both of you, Namjoon said, and looked at his brother. Hey bro, chill. Come and sit, you said, and made Jungkook sit. So, now listen to us, Namjoon said, and all gathered around Jungkook. Jungkook looked around to see that smiling face of their siblings. We heard you agree for the marriage, Jungkook asked, and he nodded. But there was about the boy. What kind of a boy you want? Both Jimin and Jihop asked. A lot of questions. And once again Jungkook palmed his face. Well, you both keep quiet. Namjoon said and looked at his brother. So, I was wondering how you want to see your wife, she asked with a naughty smile. Come on, Cook, tell us, Namjoon asked and sat on the table. What do you all want to know? Finally, he asked. We are on your bride hunt, but we didn't know what kind of partner you like, Jimin said. I told Mom last night that he must be like her, he simply said, and all this time they all palmed their faces. What? Why you guys are behaving like this? I want him to be just like my mom, he again said. I'm feeling hungry. I just come. Joe went outside for the cabin to order some refreshments. Cook, come on. We know that you want your would-be wife just like mom, but still, how you imagine him? We want to know what you think about him, what you find or see. Jungkook asked. I Jungkook shuddered. I what, Cook? Jimin asked. I never think about the boy. Jungkook said and looked at them. What? All shouted. You never think about the boy you want to marry? Jimin asked shocked. Never even imagine the boy you want as your life partner? You asked again. No, I didn't, Jungkook said. Oh god, you're in trouble, bro, Namjoon said and took the coffee, which Jaehook bought. Nothing can happen, you said and started eating chips and relaxed on a chair. Jungkook was looking at his siblings, who were busy in eating and drinking. Jaehook smiled and walked toward him. You never think about him because you never came out of your work and files, Job said, and again started to open the file. Close your eyes. Job said and took the file from his hand. Huh? He asked confused. Close your eyes and think about the boy, he said and closed his eyes. Now what? He asked while closing his eyes. Think about the boy you want as your wife, Job asked and he started thinking. Oof, just close your eyes first and think that you're going to see your would-be wife. How are you expecting him? Jimin said, and Jungkook closed his eyes. So, what did he see? He said and lost an imagine which was developing in his mind. Okay, and Jungkook asked. Big eyes, he starts saying, and then we keep listening him. Pink lips, shy, nervous. He was saying and all were listening him carefully. Sometime overspoken, he said, and Jimin frosted and laughed with cheer. And Jungle immediately opened his eyes and looked at that stupid siblings who were laughing like idiots. He narrowed his eyes at them. Really, Cook? Overspoken, nervous, shy. Really? They again start laughing. Stupids. You idiot. Jimin yelled, and then they all silenced. Jimin's were having a huge grin, and his face he turned to Jungkook, who looked at him confused. He never leaned to close his ear and slowly whispered, I think I found the boy, he said and started. What? He yelled. Yes, I got the boy, and I think he's the same as you described. And Cook, trust me, you're going to fall in love with him madly, he said, and hugged his brother. All were looking at Jungkook, and he was smiled. He turned to them, and they were looking at him confused. Leave this, all to me and Mom. He rushed out of the room, leaving all them standing like dumb. He went toward Dad. He looked and took a left and reached the floor where John was busy in the file. Dad, he entered the cabin and he looked up. Hey, my doll, come in, he said, and Jimin walked toward him. So, John looked at Jimin. Dad, I found a boy for Hyun, he said, and John's eyes widened. Who? He asked. Theon. Theon. What John and Mehak said, looking at each other, and their eyes went to the sun, was smiling. Yes, Theon, I met him today, and believe me, he's the boy my brother wants, Jimin said. Doll, tell me how you meet him. I mean, we can't describe just like this, John said, and Jimin nodded. I agree, Dad, but I know he's perfect for my cook. Jimin said. Okay, but Meg tried to say, but Jungkook interrupted her. Listen, Mom, we are going to Jungkook's office. When a boy came in front of our car, Mom, he was so beautiful. And I was a boy and stunned. I saw him glowing face. Everything was about him was attractive, and the way he talked, his politeness, his slow voice, with a heart-taking smile. Mom, I'm telling you, he is the boy made for our cook, Jimin said excitedly. But Doll, we don't know anything about him, John said and Mehak nodded. I know, and leave that on me. In just 2 days, I will bring every detail about him. And please, dear parents, try to understand. He's the boy my young dreamed of. Jimin said and they all left, leaving their Mehak. And John shocked. You think Jimin is right? Mehak asked John, and he smiled. I don't know what is best for his brother, John said, and Mehak nodded. On the other side, Jimin called his brother, Namjoon and Jiho. You speak up now, both said, and they were watching him roaming left or right continuously. Hello, stop giving us tension, Jiho yelled, and Jimin turned to him. Okay, listen. Jimin brought a car forward and took a seat in front of them, and they looked at him. You remember the boy we met today? Morning, he asked, and they shrugged their shoulder. Stupids, what happened to you both of us? If you forget a boy face so easily, Jimin scrolled them.